morning. We're 2 days into 65. I'm drinking coffee. I'm meeting my kids later. I'm gonna go up on the hill. Thought I would kind of go through the house this morning. Things I wanted to show you that I got for my birthday. How are you? Good morning. It is Sunday. It's hot. I came home from having lunch with my coworkers yesterday and was so sick because of the heat. Food was great. Food was absolutely delicious at the Cheesecake Factory. If you have not gone, go ahead and go because I had the best chicken salad sandwich that you just wouldn't believe how good it was. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And I cannot keep a light bulb. I cannot keep a light bulb lit in this fixture. I don't know what is going on with this whole thing. There are 3 bulbs that keep going out. It has something to do with the wiring in the ceiling. I know it does because I completely destroyed a chandelier, my favorite chandelier. It was beautiful, but it pulled so much wattage and amps, it fried. So, but I'm going to show you, and I have to show you too, look at these peppers that I pulled from my garden. Look at this. I am such a Farmer George. Such a Farmer George. I have that. I even have another one. I have more tomatoes that I'm pulling off the vine, another pepper. I'm going to make some salsa. The girls next door had banana peppers and jalapenos. I said, send them over because I'm going to do salsa. I'd really like to make some gazpacho. Do you know what gazpacho is? It's a cold tomato soup. Oh my God, it is so good. Especially if you're laying in the sun, and you're a little sunburned, you need something really cool. I always think you should throw some tequila in it. But good morning, it is Sunday. I'm Kitryn Marie, reside in St. Louis, Missouri, artist, writer, speaker, life and business coach, teach a variety of art classes, communication classes, published author, and I'm looking at my tripod. I don't know what is happening with this, and this morning I'm just kind of nilly-willy doing things. Like I said, I'm going to meet my kids later. This is not a typical type dress that I wear, but, you know, I'm not a pastel kind of girl. It's got pockets. I'm going for comfort. I'm absolutely going for comfort. Good morning, everyone, all 18 of you that seem to be on. But I wanted to show you what I got for my birthday because I'm really, really excited about it. Sorry for the lighting. We'll walk in the other room in a minute where the lighting will be better. But the girl I work with, she bought me some really, really cute dish towels. They have dogs on it. Look at that. Aren't they cute? And I needed some new dish towels so bad. And then she got me one that has cats on it. Because I have cats and dogs. But, I mean, how do you go wrong with dish towels, right? And then this, I had been looking for when I was at Bass Pro last week. I looked at them. I was going to order something online. And she ended up getting this for me, too. Look at this. Is this just not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life to add to my collection of cast iron? Now, I have a huge one that I let sit outside that is rusted. And I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to get all that rust off of it. You know, I can fix a lot of things, but I don't know how to take care of cast iron like that once it gets past, you know, I don't even know what stage it would be. And I know there's a way to do it. And steel wool, some kind of rust remover, and then you just reseal it. I don't know. That's like one of my projects. But I am off work this week. Sadly, I'm not going anywhere. I'm angry. I'm not going anywhere. But I got this. I gotta be careful I don't drop it and, you know, break things. I still haven't finished my painting. We'll walk back there. I'll show you how far I've got on it. Let's turn this light off. Like I said, I don't know what is going on with the lighting in this kitchen. I don't like that light fixture to begin with, but anyway, let's go in here and I'll show you this. I love the lighting in here, but look at this. Look at this. This is where I am at. I need to go in and I need to put the details in here. Need to work on a few more things. This is the class I will be teaching come the end of January. I'm waiting to hear what schedule they have me in. But I'm going to be teaching this, and then I don't know what else. I probably will teach my New Orleans with the fluted Bloody Mary glasses and the lobster. I think that will be the other one because there'll be 2 paintings that I will be teaching. And there's nothing else I can do in this room other than maybe to paint, and like I said, I think on Tuesday I'm going to, or maybe I didn't say, I'm going to paint my front door and the wall, this wall. I'll show you, hang on. Okay, so I've got a blue front door. I think I'm going to paint it the same green in my kitchen, and I'm going to do that whole wall in that green color. Just something different. You know, this room is my office back there. It's a shoebox. I'm going to show you that whole outfit I got. The kid that got me that hat. But anyway, my chair, my dog. That couch is going to be going once I figure out what I'm going to replace it with. Anyway, it's a shoebox. Okay, come on. Let's go here. I left my coffee in the other room. I gotta get my coffee. Hold on. You know, when you're working with tripods, I gotta get my coffee though. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Okay, we moved the pool, or I should say the kid moved the pool. The kid moved the pool so I could widen the garden. Look at this sweet potato though that I have to put in the garden. Is that not just crazy? Because if I get this planted tomorrow's my plan to work in the garden, get all the weeds and everything. If I put the sweet potato in now, by the end of October, when we're getting ready to go into fall, when you really, you know, you use sweet potatoes a lot more, I'll have a whole harvest of sweet potatoes. And I have another potato, hold on. And I'll put that in too. So all you gotta do is dig a shallow little hole and put your potatoes in, and you'll be surprised how many potatoes you will end up with. And I've been eating on the 2 pounds that I harvested, oh, I don't know what, a couple weeks ago, because you know I was proud of those potatoes. But I gotta show you this outfit. And then we're gonna talk business kind of stuff, because I've been on the computer all morning looking for other jobs. With being off this week, I do not want to go back to that restaurant. I do not. That was part of the conversation I was having with my coworkers yesterday. None of us want to go back. We are all done. All done. But in the meantime, it's like, okay, what am I doing to try to find some fun, to try to bring some joy into my world, because right now there is none. It's nothing. It is null. It is void. It is what else is happening in the world and what can I do to apply myself to do it. I sat at the computer this morning thinking, okay, I'm going to work on my next book. You know, I'm up to chapter 8, and I want that book to at least have 22 chapters in it. It needs to be bigger than the last book. And I'm like, I sat down at it, and I'm like, I just cannot focus creatively with words that are going to mean so much to other people as they are reading, you know, the new book. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm just like trying to figure out what's next. What can I do? How can I apply myself? What little superficial things can I do to bring some joy into my world? But my kid, the youngest, bought me this purse and this hat. Is this just not the cutest thing ever? And I'm gonna show you the dress that I bought, oh, I don't know, a month ago. I haven't even worn it yet because I was thinking, all right, maybe I'll be on vacation. Maybe I'll go somewhere. Maybe I'll be beachside. Maybe I'll be in Pennsylvania. I don't know. But anyway, this hat, I'll show you. And I am typically not a hat person, and it is a little floppy. But I thought if I get a little Velcro and I Velcro it, is this just not like cute? I know it's superficial, but again, we're going for the little things that make you happy in life. And if it's a hat, go do it. But look at this dress that will go with this whole ensemble thing. This dress that I have on is not my style. I am not a pastel kind of girl at all. The style of the dress is okay. It's very, very young style. I only wear it in the house. But look at this. Look at that. Is that just not cute? It's got some gold straight across the back. It's long. But I thought this dress, this hat, with the, do it like that, right? And this purse, is that not cute? I'm not a fashion blogger. I'm not, you know, but I do like to look cute when I go out. I do like to, you know, at least look like I've got something in my life going on correctly, right? Anyway, those are the newest things and that I bought and what I have planned. Gonna paint, gonna garden. But let me put all this aside and let me switch now gears. Take you from here to here. So we're gonna talk some business stuff. I gotta go check lottery tickets today too. But the job market. Hang on. The job market. Are you looking for a new job right now? I'm gonna switch glasses too. Are you looking for a new job? Have you looked to see what? Oh, that's much better. Have you looked to see what actual openings are available in the field that you are wanting to go into? I'm going to be teaching a painting class, a vision board class, and how to write a book come January for the continuing education department at one of our colleges here in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm really excited about that. I've always been an artist, always been an instructor, so it seems, in one way, fashion, or another. But I was trying to lean into vendor coordinating for the farmers market. That was the main goal. Now, I don't know where you all live, but Missouri is so far behind in the farmer market vendor programming thing, and just in the last couple years, they have started to incorporate farmers market, Wednesday night markets, Thursday night markets, your weekend markets, and they are still going on chamber help and volunteers and things. Oh, what are the words? I'm scrambling this morning. Inside resources where they really haven't branched outside to look for people to hold the position, I guess what I'm saying. And I use Chat GPT for these job openings because that's really the only way that I think you can viably look for a new position, having your resume updated. But I'm going to show you this, because with Chat you can go in, you can give them your resume, and you can say match me to the job openings that are available. Okay, and the areas that I'm looking in, because I want out of St. Louis. I don't want any part of St. Louis at all. And if I could move to Tennessee or somewhere that way, that would be perfect. But in the meantime, I'm stuck right here. So I'm looking in Washington, Missouri, Union, Missouri, Pacific, Missouri, Sullivan, Missouri, St. Clair. And then on the other end, that's all west. On the other end, south, Hillsborough and Festus. Those are the areas that I am looking to get into. Now, they don't have continuing education programs like we have here in St. Louis. So therefore, I need to go back to thinking about the vendor coordinating positions. And quite honestly, between you and me, I'm done working. I am done dealing with people. This last position in the restaurant industry has done me in so much. I can barely function with the general public, and I am very tired of people trying to make weird things normal. Maybe it's just my age. Maybe I'm to a point where I'm like, why would you want to look like that? Why would you want to act like that? Why? Stop making weird things normal. Stop. Maybe it's just because I'm older and I just don't want to tolerate it and deal with it anymore. Okay, so I'm looking. Okay, tourism, Chamber of Commerce, anything on main streets, festivals, visitor centers, winery events, and of course anything in agriculture. Tourism director, chamber event coordinator. I don't want to do anything with a downtown here in St. Louis. Hold on, someone's coming to my door. Hold on. Okay, I'll get them. Thank you. Sorry. My neighbor, they brought me some peppers and stuff. Isn't that nice of them? And she's going to bring me some more. They've had so many peppers this year, she said. Anyway, I'm digressing. I don't want to do anything with St. Louis here, so I'm looking for, Washington, Missouri, Union, Missouri, Pacific, Missouri, anywhere outside of farmers market manager, vendor coordination, market director, festival. So I'm trying to veer into that, of course, to stay out of the restaurant industry. And I just, she's dropping off the rest of things. I told her, I said, I'm online right now. I'm just dropping them off the porch. Come here, Shug. But as you were starting to look for different jobs in different areas, can you really, Shug, can you really put a name on the type of job that you were looking for and what you want to do? Tourism. I love tourism. The girl that I work with, she's looking for travel positions. Right now there are private jets that are looking for concierge people to help with passengers who have booked, private jets. And I'm like, that would be fine if I was a lot younger, but I'm not younger. I'm looking for things that are going to be in a fun environment, in a calm environment, in an environment where I feel like I am actually adding purpose and mission, to a role that I am doing at least for the next 5 years. But honestly, it goes back to, I don't want to work anymore. It's like, I feel like I'm hitting my head against the wall in an area where people can't think outside of a box. And it goes back to, if you cannot be aligned with the job that you are doing, why are you doing the job? And if you know it's destroying who you are for a paycheck, why? And these, I'm looking for the actual titles. Here we go. This is so up my alley. Community events coordinator, tourism coordinator, visitor experience coordinator, Main Street coordinator, economic development coordinator, festival coordinator, vendor coordinator, community relations coordinator, park and recreation. These are things that I'm always looking for. I'm like, at some point in time, there's going to be an opening. With the experience that I have, there's absolutely no reason why they would not want somebody with my skill, with my age, because of the knowledge that I hold. On top of the fact, when you have a personality, being in the public eye, it's not an ego thing. It's just I'm better suited when I am able to offer an experience. Does that make sense? Does that make kind of sense to you? Somebody that runs a farmer's market, supports vendors, so on and so forth. I feel like a broken record most of the time. Building relationships, engaging community members, developing partnerships, supporting entrepreneurs. Those are the things that I know I am more suited for. So let's turn this back to you. I don't want to make it about me. I don't like to make it about me. But what are you doing within your community, within your job, that you are actually offering something that is needed, where you feel like your paycheck is matching your job ability? What are you doing? Are you engaging even with the people that you work with? Are you engaging with a service that is going to be offering so many benefits, not only to a community, but to yourself? I teach these things, I talk about these things, and I'm looking for these things. And I want to move out of this area. You have to branch out. You can't stay stuck. And although, I love talking about all those superficial things, clothes and outfits of the day and coffee and gardening and everything, those things mostly don't pay the bills. I wish they did. I wish they could. I wish that avenue would open up. But I want to hear from anybody. Where are you at in your job situation? What are you doing to, earn an income? What are you doing to look for better opportunities outside of your area? And what will be more suited for who you are and what you want to do for the rest of your life? 65, 20 years, 25 years, although I say I want to live to be 116. What can you do to support your intelligence and your skills, your knowledge? What are the details about what you know how to do? And what are you able to still put back into an environment that really wants and needs what service you're offering? I want to know. This is just very random. I have not done a live. I've had all the comments turned off because I don't like the rude and crude. But I'm Kitryn Marie. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri, an artist, writer, speaker, life and a business coach, published author. I teach a variety of art and communication classes, trying to land other opportunities that are going to be better suited for who I am. But remember, fate turns on a dime, and it is up to you to decide what side of that coin you want to be on. Y'all take care, and I'll see you real soon.